What's up everybody, it's Broken Bones here and welcome to Broken's Bedrock Tutorials. Today we're going to be showing you how to build the Superior Bamboo Farm. The Superior Mini Bamboo Farm will get you a shulker box worth of bamboo in about a minute, and the full-size version will get you a shulker box in about 15 seconds. And the rates to the Sugarcane farms are literally double that because we had to slow the farm down because Sugarcane only has to be bone mealed once to grow 2 blocks tall. Bamboo has to be bone mealed twice. You'll notice in the bamboo farm that I've added 2 observers right here in the wall pushers. And in the sugarcane, we do not. That is not needed. And if you watched the tutorial, then you would have known that I set up this button right here that makes this farm turn on for the amount of time that it takes to get 1 shulker box exactly out of the farm. So if we hit this button right here and let it run, you'll see that it runs for about 7 or 8 seconds. And that's about it. And then you'll get a shulker box worth of sugarcane coming right to you. And that's going to be coming right here in this water stream. There it is. It already turned off. There's the 7 seconds I was talking about. And you'll have a shulker box worth of materials coming in right here. Here's the last bit coming in right now. There's the last little bit. There it is. Okay, I've got a clean inventory. We're going to go ahead and pick this up. And there's exactly 1 shulker box worth of sugarcane there. To achieve that on the sugarcane farm, we use this comparator pulse extender to time that. And we've had to replace that with my brain circuit that we've installed in the Superior Moss Farm and in the Superior Flower Farm. It's the exact same brain circuit to time that for the bamboo farm. Now, as you can see, I've got a clean inventory. We're going to go ahead and press the same button here. And as you can see, it'll give us a shulker box worth of bamboo here shortly. And there's the farm done running right there. It ran for about 15 seconds. And now all the bamboo is coming in. Here's the last bit of it right here. Last bit flowing in right there. As you can see, I've got a clean inventory once again. We're going to go ahead and load this up, and here we are with an exact shulker box worth of bamboo. One of the added benefits of having that brain circuit installed on the bamboo farm is that when you come over here to this on switch, you can turn this farm on and it'll pulse a random number of times. It's not going to necessarily get you a shulker box worth of bone meal or a shulker box worth of bamboo. So if we turn it on for a short duration just like that, we're not going to have a full shulker box worth of bamboo. We're going to have just a little bit. So let's see what we have here. Here's the bamboo coming in. Here's the last bit right here. Let's go ahead and pick that up. So it gave us like, what, 6 stacks exactly? So now if we press this button here, which on the sugarcane farm gives us exactly 1 shulker box worth, this one here is going to go ahead and finish up what the on switch didn't, and we'll go ahead and get the rest of the shulker box here. So let's go ahead and wait for this farm to finish. It's going to be done here in just a few seconds. As you can see, that doesn't take very long. You get a full shulker box in no time. And so we're going to go ahead and wait for the items to come in here. Just like that. There they are. Here's the last few items coming in right here. That should be the rest of our shulker box. Let's go ahead and see. And there is the rest of our shulker box. That's why I like to call it a brain circuit, because it's smart. This farm has all the same features. If you come up to the shulker box loader that I built in it, you can go ahead and load it up. And when it's full, it'll go ahead and turn the farm back on just like this. It'll give you a new shulker box just like that, and it'll start the farm over again because it knows that you need more bamboo to load up. And also too, if this is your last shulker box, I've also given you a button right here where you can go ahead and break the last shulker box and you can get your shulker box back. The mini farm, like I said, will get you a shulker box in about a minute, which is pretty damn fast. That's actually really fast. But the full-size farm, like I said, will get you a shulker box in just over 15 seconds. And the best part about this farm is that you got the shulker box loader attached to it, which if you do that, you'll get a shulker box every 15 seconds every time you leave the on switch on. And if you have a bunch of shulker boxes, you can load them up in there. Go ahead and just stay here and just load up shulker boxes full of bamboo, and you'll just have more bamboo coming in your inventory than you can even load up at any given time. So here it is coming in right now, and we're going to go ahead and start loading it up. And as you can see, it's literally coming in more than a stack at a time. So if you want to build the Superior Mini Bamboo Farm or the Superior Full-Size Bamboo Farm, then you're going to need to click the link in the top right-hand corner there. That is the link to the Superior Sugarcane Farm, because this is the exact same farm with a few added tweaks. And I highly suggest watching it first, because everything we're going to do in today's tutorial is not going to make sense unless you do. And with that being said, let's get started with the tutorial. Material lists will be down in the description. We're going to go ahead and get started on the superior sugarcane farm and convert this into a superior bamboo farm. And to do that is going to take less than 5 minutes in survival and probably less than a minute for me. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to come in here to your water streams. Go ahead and block off your water streams just like that, and then break the last one. They should all break just like this. We're going to break these blocks out right there. We're going to break these sand blocks out right there. Go ahead and grab yourself some observers. Come on down here. Place these in right there. Place that in right there just like that. So now you have 2 observers just like this. Go ahead and replace your sand there and there, and then go ahead and take your bamboo, place it all along here, and go ahead and let your water flow back out. Make sure to do this on both sides, and then go ahead and put the glass back when you're done. Once you have that complete, go ahead and come to the front of the farm, and we're going to go ahead and break out this block in front of that trap door, and go ahead and remove that redstone right there. You should see some redstone there, and you should see that observer right there looking at it. We're going to take an observer and face it in this direction, so the red dot's facing us just like this, and go ahead and place those 2 blocks back. That'll add another tick of time for the top to fire. And then we need to go ahead and come over here. See this piston right here inside the water stream? We need to come right below that, so we're going to go ahead and replace our glass. This is the on switch, so if we come on down here, we see this piston right here. That on switch takes that block and pushes it over this redstone torch, which completes this whole engine circuit here. We're going to extend this engine circuit, and so we're going to go ahead and take a block here and come down a block right there just like this. We're going to remove that redstone. We're going to go ahead and place a repeater up here. We're going to place that on 3 ticks just like that. Down here we're going to put some redstone, and over here we're going to go ahead and put a repeater on 1 tick just like that. So now you have a 4-tick repeater, a 3-tick repeater, some redstone dust, a repeater, and a redstone torch. So now if you go up top and you flick your lever on, you should see that the bamboo grows too tall, just like it does before it gets harvested. Be sure to fill your farm up with bone meal. That's all these double chests here in the back. And then remember from the tutorial, you can flick this switch and you can easily access this one right here in the front. And we can go ahead and close that back just like this when we're done. And then you should be able to go ahead and make sure that your farm's running. And that runs pretty damn good. That's about as fast as you're going to make it. So this is the tutorial for the mini farm. Next is we're going to go ahead and tackle the full-size farm. So again, we're going to have to do the same thing. We need to go ahead and break into our farm. We need to go ahead and get rid of all of our sugarcane. Go ahead and place in yourself a temporary block there, and then go ahead and break the last sugarcane. They should all break. Go ahead and break out that block, and then this block and that block. Go ahead and place in your observers facing down just like this, and they should look right into those droppers just like that. Replace your sand just like this, and then plant in your bamboo just like that. And then go ahead and get rid of your temporary block and let the water flow. You need to do that for all of the farms. Once you've done this to all the farms and you got observers and bamboo in all of them, then go ahead and come above your farm. We're going to come right to the center right here. Go ahead and break one of these blocks out right here, any of them. And you want to make sure that you're not on top of your observers here, so go ahead and come on down one more. Right below your observer right here, we're going to go ahead and break that redstone, and we're going to break that block. We're going to take this observer and we're going to bring that up by 1 more, and we're going to go ahead and place in some redstone back on top of that one. We're going to go ahead and exit out the hole that we came in. We're going to do the same thing up here. We're going to go ahead and put that back there, put some redstone there, go on top of our observer, place an observer, and then place the redstone back. And because this isn't a full block, we need to place redstone on top of that piston, and that should be good for the top. Once you've got the center observers done, go ahead and come to whatever side your shulker box loaders are on, and come on down below. You're going to see this comparator circuit right here. This is your pulse extender. We're actually going to be removing all this, so carefully remove this. We're going to go ahead and break these blocks right here. Try not to break anything else. And we're going to go ahead and break all these blocks right there. We're going to leave this guy in there just like that. We're also going to leave him in there just like so. We're also going to go ahead and get rid of this repeater. We're going to get rid of that redstone right there. You're going to come back to your redstone torch on this side. You're going to go ahead and place in a block right there. Go ahead and come up onto this side where your redstone torch is. Right next to this redstone block, you're going to go ahead and place in yourself a repeater right there, and place yourself in a block in front of it just like this. Come on down below, and then below this one, we're going to go ahead and come down 2 blocks just like this. We're going to go ahead and come onto this side and place 1 block coming down like that, and 1 block over like so. We're going to put redstone dust on top of all of this, and as you can see, these bits of redstone dust are going to finagle, so we're going to put a block on top of that, and that cuts that off. And right in front of these 2 blocks, we're going to go ahead and come over here. Go ahead and come down by 1 just like this, and come in front of both of those just like this. Go ahead and place in yourself a piston right there, a temporary block there and there, with another piston like this. There we are. Okay, and then on these blocks, we're going to place in 2 repeaters. So go ahead and come over here. We're going to place in a repeater facing in this direction and another one in that direction just like this. And then go ahead and put 2 blocks on their faces just like that. And right in front of these 2 blocks, we're going to go ahead and take a dropper, face it in this direction on that one, and then over here we're going to take another dropper and face it in this direction on that one. These 2 droppers should be looking at each other. Then we're going to go ahead and break one of the droppers just like this. Open the dropper with the block on it, and go ahead and put 9 items in there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just like that, you should have 9 items in there. Then over in here in this one, we're going to open that up and put 1 item over there. And now we need a couple blocks in front of these droppers. We're going to come down below here and place in 3 blocks just like that and break these 2 out. Then we're going to place 1 off to this side and then 2 on top of these guys. We're going to break this piece of glass out and place in ourselves an observer looking at that block right there. Then go ahead and replace your glass just like that. Then you can break out that temporary block, and then go ahead and place in yourself an observer in this direction and break out that temporary block. On top of here, go ahead and grab your comparators, place 1 there and 1 there, and you should see that they both turn on. Then over here, you're going to go ahead and grab an observer, and in between this piston and that observer, you're going to place 1 in that direction so the arrow is facing that piston. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to come down below. We're going to get back here, and then place that in so that arrow is looking at that piston too. And now directly in front of this redstone, right here on this piston, we're going to go to the top of the piston and place in a block just like that. We're going to go ahead and place a block right there and a block beneath it as well and break that one out. Go ahead and come up top and go ahead and place in a repeater right there in that direction and on 1 tick. And then we're going to place some redstone dust in front of that one. You should see that that repeater leads into this block, and then it leads back into that block with that repeater. So once you have that done, go ahead and come back out. We're going to go over to this side and come inside right here in this area over to this redstone torch here. This redstone torch was our engine. We've broken that, and now we're going to rebuild it. So we need to place in a block right there on the side of this one, and we need to take this redstone torch here, we need to break that one and place it right here. Next, we need to go ahead and grab ourselves a repeater. We need to go ahead and put that on 4 ticks right there, and that's going to go into a melon block. That's a melon block because it does not stick to that slime block. Then we're going to go ahead and take another block over to this side just like this. We're going to put that repeater on 2 ticks right there. We're going to take a block up from there and come up just like this and place 1 out here just like that. And we can break this one out from under there. Over here, we're going to go ahead and place in some redstone dust right there. And you should see that runs right into your redstone torch right there, that redstone dust. Then down here, we're going to go ahead and place in a block there. We're going to come down below underneath that block. We're going to place another block down there. And then we're going to come back up, break that block. And over here, we're going to grab another repeater and put that one on 2 ticks. And lastly, go ahead and grab your button, place it on the front of your shulker box loader right there, come on top of your button, and place in some redstone dust right there. That'll interact with that piston, and go ahead and break your shulker box whenever you're ready. So go ahead and place in some redstone dust there, and place your button in there on both sides. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all you have to do to convert your superior sugarcane farm into the superior bamboo farm. This thing is a wicked farm. It definitely produces a lot, and that is very simple. That is not too much to do to convert one of these to the other. And remember, this is a superior farm, which means it attaches to the superior moss farm for endless bone meal. And I will leave the link to that video up at the top right of the screen, so you guys can link that up and make sure that you guys never have to fill this thing with bone meal ever again. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. It was a lot of fun. We were able to convert this thing over with minimal effort, and it was rather quick on both the mini farm and the full-size farm. So if you guys enjoyed it too, be sure to smack the like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Take it easy, everybody.